When it comes to the watch collecting hobby and horology in general, of course, people are always going to be interested in the Rolexes and the Omegas and even the Pateks and the APs. And lately, I and many other watch reviewers have been speaking very highly of brands like TUDOR and Longines and even things like Citizen. There's even been some ultra affordable brands like Timex that have really been stepping up their game. But even as impressive as those brands are, I wouldn't really consider them underrated. You see, there's one watchmaker, in my opinion, that consistently makes better watches at better prices than pretty much any of the brands I just mentioned. It is 9:46 a.m. Let's get down to business. Without a doubt, it shouldn't surprise you at this point. In my opinion, Christopher Ward makes some of the most impressive watches for the money right now. But still, some collectors don't really take them seriously, and we're going to try to break that down today. Now, I get it. Christopher Ward started in 2004, so by watchmaking standards, that's very young. And for better or for worse, in this hobby, heritage is very important. So for many watch collectors, the older the watchmaker is, the better and more legit they are. Another issue is the name itself, right? Christopher Ward kind of sounds like Daniel Wellington, which is another brand that, I mean, it's, I'm gonna throw up. They just didn't sound like a Swiss luxury brand. I mean, they're just not Swiss enough for some of these hyper-uber snobs, which makes sense because they're not Swiss. They're from London. Actually, chip cheerio, beans on toast. Here's the thing, guys. It ain't 2004 anymore. It's 2025. Get with the program. Christopher Ward is anything but generic. They have a ton of variety in their catalog. They have a bunch of really interesting complications, and I think consistently they make the best watches under $5,000, and no one's paying attention except for me. I am a genius and I am never wrong. Except when that one time I didn't know that Timex Indiglo meant that you push the crown in to make the dial, like, illuminate. That one time I was wrong. But listen, the Chris Ward 12, that whole series crushes it. It's probably the best integrated luxury sports watch ever. And you can find some for like under $2,000. And if you want the super duper crazy cool high-end one, it's under $5,000. They have a bunch of really cool dive watches, many that I've reviewed here on this channel, and you simply cannot deny the amount of innovation, limit pushing, attention to detail going on over at Chris Ward with their watchmaking. I mean, let's forget about the 12 series and look at the Bel Canto. Okay, I've reviewed this watch here on this channel, the purple dial variant. Gorgeous watch with a very interesting complication. It's a mechanical hour chime, and you're getting it for around $4,000. What kind of innovation can you get for that money with another watchmaker? I mean, I suppose you could get one of these 36mm Tag Heuer Carrera dates for the same price. So what's holding them back? Like, if they're so good, why aren't they more popular? Well, I think for one, there's no fake manufactured exclusivity. Like, there's no wait lists. It's not really a hype brand. You can actually pay for one and get one. I think the name still throws some people off. Like, it's Chris Ward. It isn't Audemars Piguet. It isn't Vacheron Constantin. Something stupid like that. And again, outside of some of their very, very impressive looking watches, like the 12 in titanium, the 12X, or like the Bel Cantos, they essentially make watches to wear, not to flex. So should you buy one? Well, as I said, there's a ton of even more affordable watches out there that are incredible. Timex has done a really good job. Tissot has done a really good job. But if you're looking in the Longines range, the Oris range, even the TUDOR range, I honestly think Christopher Ward is more impressive and you get more for the money. So listen, I love most of the watchmakers I mentioned today, except for Tag Heuer. But I think when we look at what Chris Ward is doing as a whole in 2025, I think they're probably one of the most, if not the most, underrated watchmaker this year. So let me know in the comment section below, do you agree with me that Christopher Ward is criminally underrated, or do you think they still have something to prove? So if you love wristwatches and EDC items beyond the usual hype, please hit that subscribe button, and yeah, stick around because I got a whole lot of opinions, and just, you know, there's more to the watch world than just Rolex. Alright guys, stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller, and always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it.